Hello everyone, my name is Fazli from the Communications and Public Affairs Division of Perbankan Insurance Deposit Malaysia, PIDM. So today I want to share with you a bit brief about the roles and functions of PIDM. I'm sure many of you have heard about PIDM, but you're not sure what do you need to do about PIDM. You might have seen our advertisements on TV and you have heard about our advertisement also on radio and social media, but you're not sure. Is PIDM, do I need to pay to get PIDM's protection or what? So I'm here with you today to share briefly about the roles and functions of PIDM and how you can benefit from knowing it, right? I would like to start my presentation with this slide, myth versus truth. Do I have to pay for PIDM's protection or is PIDM protection is free? Yes, you got it right. Basically, you don't even have to pay to get PIDM's protection. So there's no fee, no payment, and you don't even have to sign up to get protected by PIDM. The moment you have a bank deposit or you purchase any insurance policy or any takaful certificate, you are automatically protected by PIDM. Let's learn more about the rules of PIDM. We basically established in the year 2005 as an independent statutory body under the PIDM Act. Our rules are basically integrated. Firstly, we act as a financial consumer protection authority, and secondly, as a resolution authority. Now, under the Financial Consumer Protection Authority, we protect two things: depositors and takaful or insurance policy owners. For depositors, it is governed under the umbrella of a system called the Deposit Insurance System, DIS. And for takaful or insurance policy owners, it is under the system called Takaful and Insurance Benefits Protection System, TIPS. Some of you might have heard of our advertisement on radio and social media, so I'm sure you're aware that the protection limit is up to 250,000 ringgit for DIS and 500,000 ringgit for TIPS. Now, on the second role of PIDM as the resolution authority, we resolve the non-viable of our member institution, MIs, which comprise of the banks and insurance companies. We perform risk assessment, monitoring, as well as intervention to ensure to a minimum cost to the public in the event of failure. I'm sure some of you have wondered between the role of PIDM and Bank Negara and also Ministry of Finance. Let me brief you the role and function of each of the organization. Ministry of Finance remain the overall authority for financial sector. Bank Negara Malaysia or Central Bank is the supervisor and primary regulator. However, for PIDM, our role is basically as a deposit insurer and also the resolution authority. So these three organizations are working closely together to promote the stability to the financial system. By now, I'm sure you would have understood briefly about the two systems that we protect. Under the Deposit Insurance System, DIS, the member banks are required to pay premium to PIDM on annual basis. Same goes to the Takaful and Insurance Benefits Protection System, TIPS, whereby the insurer members are required to pay levy. The computation of premium and levy is based on their risk profile. The higher the risk, the higher the amount. The collection of premium and levy collected are channeled into 6 separate funds. Under the deposit insurance system, the first one is Conventional Deposit Insurance Fund, followed by Islamic Deposit Insurance Fund. However, for TIPS, under conventional, it is General Insurance Protection Fund, followed by the Life Insurance Protection Fund. For Islamic, it is Family Takaful Protection Fund and General Takaful Protection Fund. Basically, there is no commingling of these 6 funds. And for the Islamic fund, they are managed in accordance with the Sharia principle. Next, who are PIDM member institutions? For Deposit Insurance System, DIS, there are 42 member banks, which comprise of 26 commercial banks and 16 Islamic banks. However, for Takaful and Insurance Benefits Protection System, TIPS, there are 50 insurer members, which comprise of 35 insurance companies and 15 takaful operators. you might want to check out the full list of PIDM member institutions at our website. So, how do you know if a financial institution is a member of PIDM? 3 steps. Firstly, you would have seen this logo whenever you walk into the bank or insurance company premises. Yes, of course, on the ATM machine. And lastly, do check out PIDM's website for more info. Okay, let's move on to more in-depth understanding on the Deposit Insurance System, DIS. DIS, who are protected? It is up to 250,000 ringgit per depositor per member bank. And PIDM offers separate protection for Islamic and conventional deposits. We receive a lot of inquiries asking on how to maximize their protection limit. Basically, there are few ways. However, the decision is entirely up to you. You can do so by having an individual account, joint account, trustee, sole proprietorship, partnership, and company. I will explain in details in the illustration later. So, do you need to register for PIDM's protection? No, because it is automatic. This is an illustration for an individual account under the conventional bank. Ali have a saving account of 50,000 ringgit, foreign currency saving account of 100,000 ringgit, which is converted to ringgit Malaysia, current account of 50,000 ringgit, and fixed deposit of 100,000 ringgit. So in total, Ali have 300,000 ringgit deposit. Okay, how much is the protection from PIDM? It is up to 250,000 ringgit. So, what happened to the remaining balance? In the event of that bank fail, PIDM will reimburse Ali's deposits as soon as possible, and according to our act, it is within 3 months. In fact, we are currently developing a seamless payout system to make payment as immediate as possible. For Ali, his remaining deposits that is not protected will need to go through a liquidation process. Let's move on to the Takaful and Insurance Benefits Protection System, TIPS. Under TIPS, the protection provided by PIDM is up to 500,000 ringgit for eligible Takaful and insurance benefits per insurer member. There are separate protection for Takaful and conventional policies, as well as individual and group, and claims for own damage and third party. For TIPS as well, do you think you need to pay or register to get PIDM's protection? No, because it is automatic. For your information as well, policies will be aggregated up to the limit if there is these 4 criteria: same insurer member, same policy owner, same life insured, and same risk event. I will explain in details later. Let's take a look at this example. Jack is employed under Troton Berhad and is insured under his employer's group term life for 200,000 ringgit. He also has a whole life and endowment policy for himself, summation of 300,000 ringgit each policy, and all the policies were bought from XYZ Insurance Berhad. In March 2009, he died in an accident. In the event of failure of XYZ Insurance Berhad, what will happen and how much is PIDM's protection? So he got 3 policies: group, term life, whole life, and endowment. For insurer members, all the policies were bought from XYZ Insurance. Troton is the policy owner for group term life policy, and for his remaining 2 policy, Jack is the owner. The risk event is death. Is aggregation rule apply? No, for the group term life policy, because one of the criteria is not the same, which is the policy owner. And for his individual policies, yes, it will be aggregated. The amount of claim is 200,000 ringgit for group policy and 300,000 each for his personal policies. Therefore, the protection under TIPS is 200,000 ringgit for group policy and 500,000 for his 2 policies. Thank you very much for staying with me throughout this session. Okay, I'm sure by now you have learned about PIDM, Deposit Insurance System, and also TIPS as well. So as you can see, I've been emphasizing on my slide that the PIDM's protection is free, it's automatic. You don't even have to pay for it. The moment you have a deposit in a bank or you have an insurance policy, you are automatically protected by PIDM. So guys, please pass on this message to your friends and to your fellow colleague that you don't even have to pay to get PIDM's protection. The reason why I have been emphasizing on this is actually because of the scam. So as you know, the scam cases has been quite alarming right now. So people are using PIDM's name to trick the public, saying that you need to pay to PIDM's protection to get PIDM's protection, and some of them are applying for a loan, and they've been using this reason that you need to pay for PIDM's protection, then only your money will be released to you. So this is actually it's quite scary, and it's quite sad where the people who not sure, especially the role or function of PIDM, been tricked by these scammers. So please help me to pass this message to your friends and families about the protection by PIDM is basically free. You don't even have to pay to get PIDM's protection. Thank you very much and stay safe.